Hi, I'm Roy Furr with Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and we have another video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets for you. And like I've been doing recently, we're going to do another one big idea video where I share with you one big idea that I took away from a book that I found to be important to me as a marketer, as a freelancer, as a business builder, as a consultant, as a knowledge worker in this case, especially. And the book right here, it's Getting Things Done by David Allen. Sorry, David, covering up your face there. The Art of Stress-Free Productivity. And this is it's a productivity book, and there are a ton of productivity books out there. So why should you pick this one? Well, I think what I like best about this book is it's really designed. It is designed for knowledge workers. It's designed for people who aren't standing at an assembly line doing things, or don't have like a series of clients coming through their door, an appointment one after the other. I was at the dentist this morning. I don't think most dentists need getting things done for the actual like patient part of their dental practice. They might use it for lots of other areas of their life. But when it comes down to knowledge work, when it comes down to organizing, sorting, keeping track of, prioritizing, and actually then doing knowledge work, Getting Things Done is an incredible system for that. And it's an incredible system because it doesn't try to impose too much of its own dogma on you. Instead, it gives you a framework that you build from. And David repeatedly recommends in his book, he repeatedly recommends for you to use as much of the system as you are able to use right away. So if you're able to use just one thing, and I'll actually tell you one of the main things that people use in a moment, but if you're able to use just one thing, that's going to get you better results than if you use nothing. Now, David built the complete system because that's the complete system that works for him. So things like weekly reviews, for things like project folders, project lists, to call lists, waiting for lists, all of these things that are part of the system are important to him and important to other people who really are using GTD like full force. However, However, you can get a lot out of just starting to apply its principles. And so, what's the one big idea that I took away from Getting Things Done? What's the one big idea that I think that you could apply today to be more productive? That is the idea of using an external brain. So a lot of us, especially those of us who are creative, we like to believe that we have some kind of magic mind that is able to handle like all of the complexities of creativity, and we don't like to be imposed on by organizational systems and so on. But the reality is, and actually I should pop this open because there was a really good quote about this. Any would, could, or should commitment held only in the psyche creates irrational and unresolvable pressure 24/7. So, how many things do you have on your mental to do list that are creating pressure that is stopping you from achieving whatever you need to get done today, or achieving bigger things that you have planned? What pressure do you have imposed on you by all those things that you're trying to keep in the back of your head? And importantly, what are you dropping because your brain is not meant to be this like organizational system? Like your brain just doesn't function that way. Your active memory can hold 7 objects. And so as soon as you are thinking about more than 7 things, and that can be like your next couple stops on the next couple errands you need to run, that thing that you need to pick up the next time that you're at the grocery store. It can be your idea for whatever marketing message you want to write next. It could be any number of things, right? It could, but as soon as you have 7 in there, plus or minus 1 or 2, suddenly you're going to start dropping things. And yeah, you'll remember them, and you might have cues to help you remember them, but you're going to start dropping things, and you're going to be less effective than you could be, versus if you make it a goal and a priority to get things out of your head and actually store them elsewhere. So the one big idea that I took away from this is developing an external brain. And what that is because our brains are not great at having immediately accessible memory that's always in the format that we put it in there. Like if you typed a list into a Word document, even that's going to be the same list when you open it the next time and the next time and the next time. But if you have a list of things in your brain, you're gonna forget an item. You're going to change something and then figure out where the details were wrong. There's going to be any number of things. So being planful about creating an external brain, about getting ideas out of your head, and actually recently, so I do a lot of my long-term project planning in Asana. But recently, on a daily basis, I've been using this. I've been using a little notebook. It's a dot notebook, spiral bound. It's handheld. It's a good size. I've been using that for the short term to dos, and then my longer term lists of things that I need to do as they fit within projects. And I'm talking both personal and professional. Those go into Asana. That is the external brain that holds my longer term planning. And then on a day-by-day basis, I can carry this around. This book also doubles as a journal. I flip it over, and coming in from the other side, it's a journal for me. So the idea of getting an external brain, the idea of getting things out of your head so that your brain is then freed up. And this is the real power in this. It's not even about remembering all those things. It's about when you're trying to remember all those things, what happens is you're dedicating a massive amount of mental capacity toward that act of trying to remember those things, of trying to manage all the things that you're trying to juggle around in your brain at the same time. And so your brain is not able to dedicate itself with real clear and open awareness to whatever problem you want to solve next, whatever writing you want to do next, whatever creative activity that you're looking to do. Your brain is not as good at it until you take all the other stuff out and put it in a trusted place where your brain says, okay, I don't have to think about that right now. I can always reference, the Asana. I can always reference the notebook. You could do it all on paper. You can go digital. There are lots of solutions. If you actually do really get into getting things done, there are a ton of software solutions and things out there for you. But even David Allen talks about how he has gone back and forth and tried to make technology work that was built for his own system. But oftentimes using paper is a very powerful way to implement getting things done. So doing this external brain, one of the things that David Allen teaches, and I'm going to miss the language for it because I mix it up with Dean Jackson's 50-minute focus finder, which is very much the same thing. But basically it's to do a brain dump. So one of the things that is really helpful to do on a consistent basis, and one of the things that a lot of people who read Getting Things Done once and are kind of inspired by it, and then they choose to do one thing, and that thing was like super duper 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 helpful, is the idea of a brain dump. So what you do is you sit down with a pad and paper and a pen, a pad of paper and a pen, and you just, anything that comes to mind. It could be things going on personally. It could be things going on with work. It could be, bills that you forgot to pay. It could be as little as that. It could be, figuring out your life purpose and direction. It could be all of these things. There's no, yes, if you follow GTD, if you go deeper into Getting Things Done, GTD for short, there are things that you then do with this. In fact, I bought from David's company, I bought the GTD workflow map for like how to process all this stuff once it comes out of your head. And I bought some cue cards, and I'm looking over here at my bulletin board because I have a lot of those things posted up there for what to do from this point. But when you're going through this process, this brain dump, the Dean Jackson 50-minute focus finder, all that you're trying to do is write down everything that is going on in your head. And for the first 10 minutes, you'll probably scribble furiously and hardly be able to keep up with your thoughts. But then you'll start to slow down, and then your brain will say, okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? And you'll really start to find deeper inspiration, some voice inside speaking to you, telling you the other things that are important to you. And I love that Dean Jackson recommends it for 50 minutes, and I think David Allen has recommended it for different lengths of times, depending on like when you're doing it. This is actually something he recommends you do weekly, even like once you're fully into the system. But this idea of opening up this channel where you can get things out of your head into your external brain allows your brain to get creative about the things that you want to focus on, not just the things that you have to focus on, things that are important, not just urgent. And it's a really powerful process to do from time to time. It's a really powerful process. You could work it into even daily journaling to give yourself a little bit of space for that. However you do it, though, the idea of getting things out of your head so that you can then see them on paper and deal with them is incredibly, incredibly powerful. And it is probably, to me, I guess that's why I'm calling it my one big idea. It's the most powerful idea in getting things done by David Allen, and one of the biggest things that you can do to reduce the stress in of all the things that we're expected to do in modern life. And it will make you, it'll make you a better communicator to have this out of your head. It will make you a better business builder. It will make you better in relationships. It will help you in tremendous ways that aren't just about getting the things done, because once these things are out of your head, it reduces your stress so that you are able to deal with things in a more effective way. So with that, I do encourage you, if this resonates with you, I include a link with these videos always to the book. I can also include a link to the audiobook, Getting Things Done, on Amazon. And if you resonated with this and you're not yet a Breakthrough Marketing Secrets subscriber, yeah, marketing is in the name. And I'm a direct response copywriter and marketing consultant. But really, I write my Monday through Thursday essays and create these video Friday issues for really anybody that is maybe involved in any capacity in marketing and in building businesses, especially internet businesses, and talking about communication that is effective today, talking about how we speak to people, talking about how we bring ourselves to being a marketer and business builder, and hopefully I'm lifting up a few lives through that. I get a lot of positive feedback. So if you've resonated with this, you can go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com or click the link with the video, and you can sign up for my emails Monday through Thursday, plus these videos on Friday. And I look forward to seeing you again in our next Video Friday issue. Thank you.